first opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Sanders has the first down and much more. They can't tackle it. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. 40 yards on the ground for him so far.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. That swung out wide to Sanders. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be a second down.
So the completion there, and CD, as we know, trying to defend against an NFL quarterback, that's one thing. Trying to defend against a mobile NFL quarterback, that's quite another. What's the plan here defensively?
Well, the pass rush has to still try and get to him, especially the guys on the edge, but they're going to go maybe a...
And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. The young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Goff. Flush to his right. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, just like last play.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. They'll fake the give. Now gone. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Davion Taylor, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
52's the mark, boys. 52. Go.
Now gone. They'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Throwing is Hurts. He'll fire deep for Rager.
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. That one goes for 36 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
They'll run with Sanders. Sanders, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
Hurts throw complete to Rager.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with him for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
On 2nd down now. It's Sanders, and he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Here's Hurts to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
Dancing to his left. He's to the 10, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
His 4th rushing touchdown on the campaign, number 7 overall. And the Eagles lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 14-0.
Lions, nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key word.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, and we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Jalen Reagor, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 21-0.
Eagles 21, Lions nothing.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Play action. It's gone. Rolling to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, Charles, you think about this defense. This week in preparation, you couldn't hide the fact from them that they're facing a team that's lost 7 in a row. You just wonder if they prepared the same way they normally do.
Yeah, that's a great question because normally that preparation goes into what you do well on defense. What is the best thing that you do going into a game? But in this case, you might want to take all the tendencies and throw them out the window. I would expect them to throw every trick play in the book right out of the gate in order to try and get something established and get things moving.
The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time. They are going for it. Goff. And this is caught by Williams. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
21-0 our score after 1.
21, Lions nothing.
14.
Off play action. Here's Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked.
Well, that was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Goff, he's airing it out for Williams. He's got a man, complete.
When you think of guys that are built to be big-arm quarterbacks, Jared Goff, he fits that mold, and he showed it off right there.
And to be honest, this first half hasn't been anything they'd be really proud about. So they needed something like this to change their fortunes. Now they need to make sure they finish this one off, not just with points, but with a touchdown.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
49. You won.
After the run, Goff going to throw.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
So Goff will lead his guys up to the line to go for the 2-point conversion.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Come on, come on. 49.
Goff looking to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Hurts sets up to throw it.
Forced out to his left. And his pass incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Hurts.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
On 1st down, it's Sanders. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. Devontae Smith, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. To throw is Goff. Out left side here to Bryant. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And Swift is not going to get there as they stop him short of the yellow line.
Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
It's 4th down.
Goff now looking to throw. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion.
Complete to T.J. Hockenson. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here's Swift.
And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamal Williams. As the first half is winding down, and the Lions are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. So Goff will lead his guys up to the line to go for the two-point conversion. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So Goff will lead his guys up to the line to go for the two-point conversion.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Watch the blast. 49's the Mike. Watch 49. Watch the run. 49's the Mike. 49's the Mike. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Mike's 49. I got you, son. I got you.
They'll try and throw for it. And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further.
Lions 14. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And with a two-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A very solid gain of 27.
First down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender. But you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. So we are at halftime here on Halloween as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Final adjustments being made in both locker rooms. They are just about set to get back to football in Detroit. And for the call of the second half, we'll kick it back up to Ford Field and Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports.
And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up third down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And yet again, Goff is intercepted.
Picked off around the 37. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick 6 TD. Elliott now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Lions 14.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Flushed out right. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Avonte Maddox, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
2nd down, back to Sanders.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders, and he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the 1st down at around the 22. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now a play fake, and it's gone. Got a man here. It's Bryant.
Come on, bring it, baby, bring it.
Touchdown, Detroit.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour. The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead will be cut down to 14. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Well, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts sliding out of the pocket. He's going to go up top for the end zone, and that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Quez Watkins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Lions 21.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Amon-Ra St. Brown going to bring it out of his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And this will wind up a Lions first down as he gets us up past the 30 to the 32.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Come on, let's go.
Goff steps away, and he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So 2nd and 10 now here in the third quarter from Detroit.
Here's Goff. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
From the gun, here's Goff. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
49's a Mike. 49's a Mike. Hey, Tank.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 40. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott on for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Eagles 49, Lions 21.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away.
Amon-Ra St. Brown going to bring it out of his end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the pick-6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on the...
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest, and with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on fourth down. Let's see what's in store here. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Not often do fourth down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So a moment to catch our collective breath after the fourth down conversion. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. To the air again. Goff, eluding the pressure right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
11.
Now it's gone. He'll drop this one off to Swift. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Goff on third down. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Brandon Graham applied the heat off the edge.
So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on third and long.
Throwing on third. Goff. Complete to Bryant. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 16-yard.
From the red zone now. Goff. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off down near the 5. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. That's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6th one, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. Now a carry for Sanders. Fast footwork by Sanders. Powers by at the 40. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 123 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action. Here's Hurts. And this one's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense can crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 30. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Going for it with Sanders. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Hurts. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this.
49, 49. 66.
Desperation time for Goff on fourth. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Goddard. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he's brought down. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run,